Hello ladies, gentlemen, children and all others that are watching my videos. So, it's changed a little bit since the last time we were in here. I've done a little bit of work, a little bit of grinding, and I've gone and played in the mines because that's where you will find me most times. I've managed to go and get some resources, and we've now got ourselves 21 diamonds. Look at that. We'll have some of that, thank you very much. I've probably lost all of my villagers though. I was AFK and I came back the next day and I had no villagers. I do believe they've either all run off or were killed overnight whilst I was AFKing. I'm not sure what went wrong, but it's not a big deal because there are another village and lots of other villagers just over the way, so hey, we just go and rob a couple more villagers and we'll set up a villager breeder somewhere over there, I think. So what's changed? So what I've done here is I've flattened out a nice big mound that was here. We're going to build ourselves our house here, our little base. This is going to be where our precious stuff lives, our small storage unit for food and anything sort of on a daily basis needed really. And I've gone and gathered up some animals just to start a little farm going, just to make sure we've got some food. I've been shearing the black and the white sheep because we're going to build a shop. I haven't decided where we're going to build it yet, but we're going to build it over there somewhere, I think. And then we're going to sell food because I've also extended out this church looking building at the bottom. We've taken it from basically where that part comes down and we've extended it across and then much further out that way. And then what we've done inside here, if we just pop on side, close the door, is I have made our little fish farm. This is the fish farm that I'd made over the other base there. This was Doc M77's fish farm for 1.13 servers, and it works really well, and it is such an easy thing to build. I'll put a link in the description for you to go see his tutorial, his video on how to make that. But yeah, this is from 2 overnight AFK sessions, and I have got myself a pretty good rod now, to be fair, because I've got several come through on the fishing and combined them, so now I have got a pretty good rod. But yeah, we have got ourselves some amazing books, so I would highly recommend checking that fish farm out if you're interested in building that one for yourself. Oh, I can't tell you how many times I do that. Open the door and then walk straight into it. So what we're going to do is we are going to find a nice spot nearby because we want it to still be in with the villagers here, or in with the village, should I say. A nice little spot just over in that corner there, I think, for a little villager breeder. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get ourselves some more spades, because we are going to go and get some sand, because we want to make ourselves a lot of glass. So let me just make these. Okay, perfect. So let's chuck those sticks away because we don't want to take them with us. Now, just over the way there, I don't know if you can see it from here, there's a nice mound of sand. So I'm going to go and grind and take out a load of that sand. Okay, so as you can see here, it's laying the foundations. I'm having to do a voiceover because the recording was really poor. The buzzing was just a bit too much. So we're doing a bit of a voiceover for this bit. So yeah, as you can see, we've laid the foundations. It's a little bit bigger than I thought, but it looks alright. We're laying some trees down here. This is our makeshift tree farm. It's alright, it's doing the job. Tucked away in there, we've got our villager breeder. We won't keep it there, I don't think. Just through the trees there you can see a couple of villagers, but I don't think we'll keep it there. I think it's a bit too close to the village, and so once we get established, we will move that and put that somewhere a little bit more isolated. As you can see, I've just been kicked from the server. This was happening quite a lot for about a week. This is because Virgin Media had issues on their line, but it's all right. We got through it. I did nearly rage quit a few times, but it resolved itself, so not too bad. So yeah, I will carry on building. I last recorded, and this is where we're at. Looks pretty cool, if I'm honest. I haven't really actually taken a step back and looked at it. I've been busy beavering away, as it's quite an intensive build. But yeah, a couple of hours worth of hard work, and it's come out really nice. Still got some floating chests, but we'll deal with that later. But yeah, it's pretty sizable. I'm sure we'll be comfortable here. Looks pretty smart. Loving the oak textures. The build was meant to be in birch, but if I'm honest, I don't like birch, so I went with the oak because I liked the oak. Got to do a little bit of terraforming down here, just where we've had to build a platform because it was so big. I miscalculated how big it was going to be, so we had to quickly chuck in a false platform here. But yeah, nice big build. We're just going to go and chuck some of these slabby dabbies underneath the dirt. We'll take a run around and show you some of the parts here. But as you can see here, we've got some dirt, nice bit of grass growing in here. Unfortunately, we are in a savannah, so we got a bit of bleh grass. But it's fine, you know, it is what it is. And this one will spread across there too. So we're just going to go run and chuck some slabby dabbies inside. Just in through this little one here. And then plop, plop, ploppity, plop, plop. I have to say a big thank you to my daughter. She actually helped gather all of this wood, and without her help we would not be in the position that we are in right now in finishing our build. Let's get rid of that torch. So yeah, big thanks to my daughter Lilia. She was a absolute star with the running around with the axe and getting the trees. We still got some trees down there, I think, to cull out, but yeah, without her input we certainly would not be anywhere near where we are now. So yeah, so we're going to have some storage in here, sort of along this wall here and along this wall here, and possibly a couple of smaller chests just here, just to tidy it up really a little bit. This is going to become more of an entrance way really into the lower end. In here we are going to have some more storage. This is going to be a little bit more sort of tidy looking, maybe sort of chests coming out from this way from the wall. So we have a 1 block wide walkway between them, so we'll have a couple more this side. This is going to be more for the bulk storage, so your cobblestones, your dirt, your andesites and blah blah blah. Maybe not so much diorite, because diorite, isn't it? And then we're going to maybe divide this up a little bit, and we're going to chuck our bed in here and a couple of little chests maybe for sort of precious stuffs. We'll decide what goes in here. This little room here, maybe this could be our little precious room. It's quite tidy and neat, so this could be our little precious room. I might take this one away and move that across to there, just to, you know, I don't know. We'll see. It's early days. I haven't actually got around to thinking about what we're going to do with the rooms and the builds yet. We will have to make a super smelter in there somewhere. That might possibly go up the top here. So if we go up through here, sun setting, what a beautiful view that is through that back window. Look at that. You don't see that every day, do you? Nice. So yeah, I think what we might do is we might make a super smelter up here somewhere. one of these ends. Not sure really where, but we will consider that at some point. Our animals, if I'm honest, they can probably stay there, but I'll probably push that bank back a little bit just to make a little bit more room, make that a little bit more tidy. Put a roof over the top just to make it look a bit prettier, really. Our farm here, we're going to extend that a little bit. We're going to make that sort of a bit more of a meaningful looking farm. We may possibly turn that into a villager farm. We're not sure yet. We haven't decided. We're still playing early game. We're still here playing with some potatoes and some carrots. We have been shearing the black and the white sheep there, because what we're going to do is, if I can see it from here, no. So just over the side of this bank here, let's go around the other way, see if we can see. We're going to build a little shop, shall we say, a little trading hall, so to speak, for some of our wares. We're gonna sell in there. We're gonna sell some fish. Oh, there's a skelly there. We'll run away. Don't want to be playing with him. So see that sandbank just in the back there? It's got a skelly there. Hello, Mr. Skelly. Oh, he's staring at me. He's giving me a stare out competition. Coming in. Yeah. So on that sandbank there, I'm going to flatten it off a little bit, and I'm going to build a little shop there. Okay, and we're going to sell some fish, and we're going to sell some nautilus shells. We'll sell, just all sorts of random things. And this is starting to turn into a little bit of a death zone. There's a spider in there. Let's just hide here for a minute. So yeah, sorts of fish, and we'll chuck a few books up there and see what comes. Dim has already said that she would be a patron of ours. She is not a miner in any sense, so she's said that she will certainly be one of our patrons. And here comes Mr. Spiddy, and I haven't got my sword out into my hotbar. That's probably not the best move. And yeah, so she's going to certainly be one of our patrons, and we're not going to be all you've got to buy a stack for a diamond and all this jazz. We're going to play with the game of, you could give us some iron, or you could give us some gold, or you can give us some diamond. We're more than happy with any of the ways of payment. And there's a Skelly's found me. Let's have him. Come on, Mr. Skelly. In your face, Mr. Lagging out. Oh, I've been dropped again. What a nightmare. But yeah, so she's certainly gonna be one of our patrons, which is gonna be pretty good. Wits, on the other hand, he is a miner. He has absolutely no problems with, grafting and getting what's needed, and so I doubt he will be a patron, but we will play that game when we get to it. However, now we have a base. This is the main objective of today's episode, really, was to get ourselves set up properly in a house, a nice base to work from, and yeah, I think we have succeeded to do that, really. We are going to make our own mine. We have been using the community mine that I actually made last time before we actually decided that DimCraft was going to be a thing. I dug out into a mine and made ourselves a nice little mine shaft. But yeah, I've been using that to dig my way through about 4 hours worth of mining so far, to get all the cobble, some diamonds. I've got some beautiful tools coming up. I've got some nice Fortune 3 and a mending on there. I've got nice mending and sharpness. I can't tell you how amazing that axe was, getting all of this wood. And I got a shovel, just a simple efficiency and unbreaking on there with a bit of mending. But we got a couple more books here that need to go on our silky, but I've run out of levels at the moment, so we will have to do an overnight fish at some point to get our levels back up. And yeah, we're gonna use one of the little rooms down underneath. If we just get around the side here, so we might use one of these rooms, maybe even this one here, to be honest, and we're going to dig down, and we're going to go all the way down to 11, and we're going to use that as our own mine shaft, and hopefully get some more diamonds. You never know. We'll see what comes from that, I suppose. But it looks like Wits is after me, so I will leave you there, guys. I think I just put another torch down somewhere. No, I didn't. I suppose I should put some in here, really, because it is a bit dark. Okay, guys, it's been a few days since the last time I recorded. Unfortunately, Virgin was an internet provider in the UK. They decided to have a fault on their line, which meant that I was unable to upload. My downstream was lovely, 110 meg down, but my upstream was slower than dial-up, so nothing would run properly. So unfortunately I haven't really been recording much because I was being kicked out of the server every 2 seconds. I have done a little bit, and we will go and have a look round to see what we've accomplished. And in this sort of part of the episode, we're just going to have a little look around and see what's what, and then we'll call it a day for this one. In the next episode, we are going to be building a nether portal room, because I think it's about time we get a nether portal. And we will be starting work on an automated smelting kelp farm, because I've been getting pokes and prods from Dim and Wits, both wanting some new ways of smelting. So I said that I would set up a smelting farm to make the kelp blocks, so that will be on me. So we're going to start doing that, and we have now started building the resources ready to start work on that. So let's have a little run round and see what we've got. So we've got our furnace array in here instead of outside now, so this is it all in here. Up these ladders we have created chests here for all of our enchanting books that we get from overnight fishing. We have got quite a few. We've got just a little over 2 chests there. We have got space to expand, but as it stands at the moment, we are doing pretty well. We've got quite a lot for tridents, so we certainly need to be getting ourselves a trident soon. So we have now got an enchanting room fully equipped with all that you could ever want. So if we don't get what we want from the fish farm, we can always come in here and play with some lapis and see what we can get from that. So that's pretty good. At the moment, you will notice it is a big room of cobble. We have asked Dim, out of cost of us, of course, to come and make it look a bit prettier. She has started looking into that for us, and she has started tinkering with ideas. I do like what she's doing here, so she is going to carry on and make it a little bit more pretty and a bit sort of less cobble. So yeah, there's me just telling her. She left me a sign asking me what I thought. So what we've done here is we've made a little bit of a path starting. Like it's been here for a while and it's broken up a bit, and yeah, a bit of terraforming. It's my first bit of terraforming. I thought done quite well. We're going to add some stairs in here to make a little bit of depth to it, so it's just not all one flat texture. We're going to start that. I've got a few around the corner that me and Dim were playing with and Wits the other day. We've chucked some bushes around the corners of the house, just to make it look like it's actually a structure of some importance rather than somebody's just dumped a big box here. We went on a little merry 2-hour lost in the jungle and the plains and the savannas expedition the other day, and on our travels we found the 2 high plants. So we've stuck them around in places just to make it look a little bit more pretty. We've stuck some oak doors on the outside just to sort of break it up a little bit, really, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Not a whole lot has changed in here. We've moved all of our food chests across. Here's our raw, ready to go. Bit of vegetable matter, and some cooked meats. So we've got a tool station here. For anything that we just have random amounts of, we can stick it in there. Bit of crafting table. This one's going to be for our bows when we start putting our bows together. Now we have got a decent bow, so we'll see what we get from that, really.
Probably need that in there considering we've got infinity, but there you go. Bit of redstone dust because we've been moving all of our stuff around. So we have actually got a redstone chest downstairs. Doing pretty well with iron. However, I am going to use a lot of that in a minute on hoppers. But I have been very, very kind to Dim. She lost all of her stuff through death the other day. So I said that she could buy things from me in the form of iron instead of diamonds because she wasn't actually all that flush with diamonds. And I then gave her 2 diamond tools made out of the diamonds she did actually pay for a book with. Nice guy. Doing pretty well with diamonds, if I'm honest. Got ourselves a conduit. And yeah, so our bedroom, anvil, and another crafting table. So if we go downstairs, we have started moving all of our stuff into position. We've culled a few of the animals here because we don't really need them. So in here, we are doing pretty well. We got some odd bits of the planks and the bits that the planks can make and wood and stuff. In here, we have got a decent amount of plankage and some new saplings ready to go, and our bushes from when we were doing the trees out there. So yeah, we're doing pretty well there. We got some prismarine from a little guardian farm hunt that we done the other day. Unfortunately, my computer would not record. No matter what I did to it, it just would not record. So unfortunately, we didn't get any recording from our day over at the guardian farm. We have cleared most of it out of water. I will have a quick run over there later and show you the guardian farm and how we've got on and what we're doing. Wits is going to create a pretty awesome guardian farm over there. That's going to be coming up in one of his new upcoming videos, so keep an eye out for that. We're doing pretty well with coal and smelting blocks, but obviously we're going to use quite a bit of this to get our kelp and furnace array up and running. Until we start getting some return on that, we will lose a lot of this. Yeah, this is just an odd chest, a bit of wool and a bit of glass. Again, we're going to use quite a bit of glass soon. This is what I came across whilst I was running around trying to find my way home the other day. I get lost a lot, by the way. It's a running joke. But there you go. We've got a mob's chest here, just for the odd times we decide to go killing some mobs. We've got some underwater chests here. We're going to use some of this kelp here to start our farm going. But when we go coral hunting and all that such, because we will make a nice little pond somewhere out here and see if we can't get some kelp growing in there, a bit of sea pickle and a bit of coral going, and seeing what we can get going for that. Maybe we might turn this little area here into an aquarium. Dig it down, put some glass over the top, and then chuck some fish and some coral and some niceness in there. We'll see where it goes. We haven't really thought that far ahead yet. This is our nether chest. We need to go grab some more obsidian, because when we make our little nether portal, when I say little, I'm planning on it being a reasonable size, but we're going to need a little bit more obsidian, so we need to go and hunt down a little bit of that without dying. There's our redstone chest. We are going to need a severe amount of hoppers for our little run, and our powered and non-powered rails. We need to create some detector rails as well, which is something I've never actually tinkered with, so that will be fun to create. Yeah, and then we've started our mass bulk storage of all of our stones, and we've started, because we've now got a silk touch. We are going to start collecting stone, because we're going to start selling this in a shop shortly. So instead of using our fortune, we are going to start using our silk touch. That will produce us a lot more smooth stone, or stone, which we can then create our bricks from, and blah blah. And we will sell all of these types here. But that means massive mining sessions. Well, it's not a big problem for me, because I actually love a good mining session. And as you can see, to the Hulk's happy place, we are going into our mine. I created this a few days ago, and I'm very well known for going into a mine and being lost for a few hours digging. This was no exception, let's be honest. I've created some rather long tunnels there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 tunnels we've created here. all of them running to exactly the same spot. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. I don't think I'm going to go up that one. And they all go to the same spot. And yeah, I died in lava up there a few days ago. So I'm a tad bit more concerned about running in up there now. And 1. And 2. I'll have that, thank you very much. Now, that means they have breached the walls up here somewhere. Yes, look at that water flowing in. Alright, I wonder why that has come in here. Because this was all bricked over. Okay, we'll sort that out in a little while. I'm not interested in that at the moment. So yeah, so that's pretty much our update to it. We've been busy, and thanks to Virgin and the fact that my computer refused to do as it was told, unfortunately you didn't get to see too much of it. It's doing pretty well. We're getting there with our base. We need to tidy up the walls in here, make it look a little bit prettier. I think we might use some oak logs once we've built our kelp farm and we know what we've got left. Like making oak log struts down here with some different block in the middle. I don't know yet, we haven't decided. Maybe a lighter colour block, maybe like a white concrete or something like that. But we'll think about that. It's a mine, it's a functional place, it doesn't need to look pretty. But yeah, so we've done pretty well. And if you come over this way, you can see here where we're going to start using the stairs of cobble and the stone brick, just to break it up a little bit, just to make it less flat. And the nice thing about doing that is you don't actually fall down them. So it is just one continuous run across there. So yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, I will catch you in the next episode. We'll end it there. Thanks very much for watching.